Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Bunny or Gun Bunny, and you may realize that there's a bit of an echo here and that I'm not in my normal location. I'm actually over at my gun shop today instead of at home in my studio. So today, part of the reason I'm at my gun shop is just because I was, over at my gun shop doing some work, and also because this came. I'm very excited. It's not my actual lever gun, like this is an airsoft lever gun. My actual lever gun, chambered in a millimeter, which I have coming, is on back order from Taylor's & Company or something. It was supposed to come this month, but now it's supposed to come in August, so that's fun. But I was really excited that I finally have this, and I thought I would do a video about it for a few reasons. One, because I want to shoot it and I think it's cool. Two, because my Patreons have been asking about me possibly going to some airsoft LARPs and just doing more airsoft in general, which I thought was a great idea, and this is one of those ways to kind of like, I guess, start on it. I have another airsoft gun coming as well. But this is a way for me to explore that world a little bit more, as this is part of guns. And two, because though it is not a replacement for dry fire, I have found that shooting airsoft guns can help familiarize me with a gun, help me get a more tactile response than dry fire, which like the Mantis can give me, but there is also the nice thing of I shoot the thing, it goes over, or I can see the physical result that my brain really likes, and as well as it being an addition type of training for dry fire that can help with my real life shooting, or not like my real life shooting, my live ammunition shooting versus BBs. Like, don't shoot a BB at someone, it'll hurt. This is not like a toy, it is a thing. It's not like a Nerf gun where you can just shoot at your friend and it won't bother them, right? Like, this is a step, like this is its own thing. I think the Olympics, they do air guns. Though I'm not as interested in air guns as I am in, firearms, I do think that they're really interesting and a great way for me to train, as well as get more familiar with a gun and just have some fun. So, as well as learning more about them, also just practice more handling with these types of things, and also get some practice in for some future stuff that I'm going to do for my patrons, or at the request of my patrons. I'll probably post it here. And also, it's part of exploring everything. So I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to then set up my little indoor markings of distance for my little indoor range here at the gun shop. It's not a live range, of course, but I can do BBs here. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to try out the lever gun. I love lever guns. If you don't know this, I'm a little bit obsessed with them, just partially because of the cowboyness, but also like they're just really fun guns to shoot, and I really like them. So without further ado, let's open her up. So starting off, it comes in this box that is really similar to a lot of like real gun, a lot of like firearms boxes I have seen come in. So, there's not much difference. Like, firearms will come in a variety of different boxes, from hard cases to soft cases to just cardboard boxes exactly like this. So, it's pretty nice. It's actually pretty heavy, which I was not honestly fully expecting. But let's open her up. Let's try to give you a better view. This is my chaotic filming. I'm sorry. I'm a bit tired out of it, so I just got home from a trip, and I'm like, shit, I need a video for Thursday. Oh, this came, perfect, Okay, let's see. And I also decided to film an entirely new video instead of just finishing one of the other videos I had in production already, because my brain is silly. This is why I have 12 projects and cosplay projects in progress right now. None of them finished, all of them in varying states of done. Some have barely just started, some are very close to finishing, and I just should finish them. Anyway, let's open her up. Come on, box. You want to bend for me? Yes, you do. There we go. Okay. So, oh my god, that is heavy. It's oily, like a real, Now, the action is not as smooth as what I'm used to, but it is the same weight as again, the Levergun on these two. I was expecting my previous experience with my like CZ Airsoft, my CZ Shadow Airsoft gun was, oh, this is going to be a lot lighter, because that one was a lot lighter than an actual CZ, where this one is the actual same weight, if not even heavier possibly. It's made out of actual metal instead of just plastic, like the other one. Let me just get this styrofoam out of the front sight. Like, if I did not know better, I would pick this up and load real ammunition into this, thinking it was not like it was a firearm. The sights are metal, or I think adjustable. You have a brass bead at the end. Like the action's metal. This is all, I think this is fake wood, but it's still like nice, and it's really heavy actually. Like it's a really hefty thing. I'm actually really surprised by how heavy this is. I shouldn't have been from the box, but like, hot damn. Like this feels like the real thing. Again, I would totally mistake this for an act, like, you know, a firearm. Like that's actually insane how cool that is. And like I didn't know how realistic these things can get, or how close to the real, you know, thing they can get. I guess not real thing, it's just a different version. I keep saying that, I feel bad because it's like, no, it's not the real thing, it's just like, they're just different things. So, instructions, because I clearly don't know what I'm doing with this thing, because I have never, you know, I've only ever used, you know, the cheap plastic Airsoft CZ. So it comes with 12 BB cartridges. Okay, it shows you all of the like, oh nice, it has a safety. So it shows you all of the things, you know, again, I would really mistake this for real. So that's safe. I can't pull the trigger fully. And then that's fire. I'm not gonna dry fire it because I know how things can be, and I don't want to fuck this gun up. I don't know if I can dry fire this gun safely, so I just carried the hammer back. It looks like, okay, I'm gonna put it on safe. Proceed. It has an attachment for a sling, I think, which is also really cool. If I put it on safe, there's a button here. I think that should let me open the stock. And there should be air canisters in there, if I am not mistaken. All right, press the button in, and nothing's happening. Let's go back to the instructions. God, I should probably read through the entire instructions before doing things. You know, that might be helpful. Okay, so it says to push it in, and then it should be able to turn. But there's nothing to like turn it with. Why is it giving you things that you need tools for, not giving you tools? You should give me a little tool for it. That's annoying. Why would you do that? Come on, my dude. Okay. Okay, I got it open with a tool that I had to provide myself that kind of fucked it up because it's not the right tool. Sorry, I have strong opinions. All right, remove the recoil pad. Loosen the piercing screws using an Allen key in the recoil pad. Remove the piercing screw. Okay, so this has the tool integrated. So you gave me some tools, but not, I'm gonna shut up now. So I'm supposed to remove this. Oh, this is complicated. By unscrewing it. Let's bring this farther down so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm using the Allen key inside the stock, or the stock plate, whatever it's called. You know the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Also, if anyone's noticed, this is my blanket that I use to iron things on. It also helps to confuse German U-boats in which direction I'm going. Honestly, I was like, I can't be hedgehogged to finish a video I've already started, but I can be hedgehogged to start entirely and finish an entirely new video from front to start in one day. That's totally makes sense. Okay, I've removed this. Now what does it say to do? Okay, so does it not give me the capsules in the lube? that would be fun. Yes, I don't think it did give me the capsule. Yeah. Figure this out. Okay, let's find out if I actually have O2 capsules. It says powered. Does it say that it is included? No, that's so fun. I'm gonna go find some see if I have any capsules. Okay, I do have some capsules. They are not included, which is misleading because the packaging kind of seems like it says they are included. So let's get 2 of these. They are 12 grams, which is correct. Yes, 12-gram cartridges CO2. Okay, so it seems like I'm supposed to put them butt to butt. So sorry, I keep changing the angle. Okay, so I'm supposed to put it in, according to the illustration, that, and then I put this back in, and then unscrew it back in this. I think so. Let's hope. I feel like this isn't doing something. I feel like somehow I did something wrong. Take it out. Right, let me take this out and try to get it to go away. Why is this so confusing? Okay, so this is the part with the Allen key. This is the part without the Allen key. Clearly this goes like this, and this goes like this. So I put this in the hole, and I put this in the hole. Okay, then I put this back in. I'm interrupting the video to tell you really fast about my Patreon. Now, if you don't know, my channel is not monetized through YouTube and I don't do sponsorships. So this means that my only means of support for my channel is actually through my Patreon. There are multiple different levels with different types of extra content and perks that you can get, all starting at just $5. I would personally really appreciate if you joined it. I have trying to build a lovely community there, and I would love to see you there. If you are not a fan of monthly subscriptions or just don't really want to do Patreon, that's totally fine. You can always support my channel by liking my videos, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Other ways you can support my channel, of course, is through my PO box. I have a tactical gear wish list, as well as always being open to messages. I think I have an Amazon wish list somewhere too if you want to get me something off of that. This shirt was off of that, which is lovely. I'm also always open to messages. If it's like, hey, I want to get you something for cosplay. There's some cosplay makeup I've been wanting, or there's tons of stuff. You're always welcome to message me. I have tons of social medias, which will be on screen now. So thank you. And please enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, I finally got it back in. It just took some brute strength. Now, last step. I think I'm supposed to test it. Okay, I'm gonna turn on fire. There's no ammunition in that. There's the pop that it says it's supposed to have. Now, let's look at the instructions for loading the ammo. It comes with these cartridges, and I think they're supposed to be reloadable, except for I don't have anything to reload them with. But let's see. Yeah, it teaches you how to aim, teaches you how to run the action, which I know how to do. Now let's see if there's anything about loading. Loading and unloading. The gun must be off safe. Okay, let's see. Okay. Loading and unloading projectiles. Unloading cartridges. The gun must be off safe. And the CO2 capsules removed. Oh my god, I have to remove it every time I want to take the cartridges out. I'm gonna put my eyes on. I'm shooting from pretty far back right now because I want just to be safe. Let's see, where's my marker? I'm at 20 yards from my target. Again, like I don't know the full, whatever. Oh yeah, does it say anything about loading it? Like if I should be on fire or safe or anything? Let's find out. It just says unloaded cartridge. Okay, so it doesn't say it needs to be on safe or no, the camera needs to be down. I'm gonna put it on safe while I load it because I would prefer that. So let's put one in. And loading this is a lot like loading a normal Levergun. I want to check something because it's not telling me what I want to know. It's telling me how to unjam it and things not to do, but that's, not what I want to know. I want to know how many canisters will get me how many shots. It's telling me like what happens when it's low, but it doesn't tell me like if I can, how many air canisters, whatever. I'm just going to shoot it and we're going to look it up afterwards because this is taking too long. Yes, I'm shooting in the dumbest fucking position. Deal with it. Okay, so I hit a target, but it was very low, and a little bit left. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and tell you what I mean. So here at the gun shop, I'm over at the gun shop now. I'm in the like back, area, warehouse space. Since it's so long, I thought it would be the perfect place to dry fire. So I set up, here is airsoft target, and then also I have some paper targets for aiming at for dry fire as well, with my like mantis. So I decided the best way to do this is to probably set up some distance. So I have, to set this up, I have some duct tape. So let's get to setting this up. I'm starting off my measurements here at the metal target, and I'm going to be measuring in yards, basically. That's 3 feet is a yard. If you didn't know that, 3 feet is a yard. You probably should know that. So I'm going to be marking, Hunter, stop it. I'm going to be marking out, basically putting a piece of tape at every yard mark. Though I may, I may actually go by 5 yards. I'm not sure really what I want to do, but without further ado, let's get started. Slight problem. My ruler tape measure only goes out to 25 feet, which is not enough because after I got to 5 yards, I want to start doing by every 5 yards. So I have to pull up all of the things I did. I'm going to mark it out at 25 though, so I know where to go from. Okay, so you see these targets, little orange ones? I was aiming for the top one. What I hit was I hit on the bottom row, and I hit the left one on the bottom row, not the leftmost one, but the middle left one. So if you go from like the far left, right, you get 1 and then you get 2, it's that second one. So I'm gonna try to hit that top one again, but I'm gonna aim like higher and slightly more right and see if that fixes the problem. I have no idea where I hit it, so let's try that again. Okay, so I learned something interesting. It won't let you go safe with a hammer. Alright, so I have a live cartridge in the chamber. I've cocked the lever, right? And now I cannot put it on safe, which is exactly when I would want to put it on safe. So far, the 2 cartridges though look full. So I think the whole to unload the thing, I might have been wrong slightly. I'm gonna go a little bit closer and see what I can do. If I can actually hit a target on purpose this time. And I will bring it with me, but I cannot put it on safe now because it won't let me put it on safe with like a cocked hammer, which is bothering me slightly. Let's go for 10 yards. Let's see if we can get both me and the target. And before anyone says stick to shooting position, fine. You see how this doesn't work? Yeah. That's why I shoot like this, because I get 2 points of stabilization. Like this. But it seems like I can only put it on safe on hammer down and empty chamber. Or sorry, hammer. Yeah. I know. Let me try shooting it on once. It might not be 0. And even though I probably know what it was going for. If it is. Okay, so right, we just have fired around. Now I can put it on safe. When it's safe to play with. Alright, so I shot a few more shots. Let's go and see down range. Alright, so I'm gonna do 2 more. And one more here. Yeah, that grouping is tightening up. It's still a little bit low, but that is all of my shots. It's kind of interesting how you load the cartridges yourself. Like, I mean, like, I'm, you know, gonna start reloading soon, but it's interesting, like, with the BBs that, like, with my other BB pistol, you know, it is, you just load the BBs directly in. There's no separate cartridge. And this is a lot more like guns, and I think that's really interesting. And I want to explore all different types of guns. Like, I want to, you know, explore black powder, etc. As well. So this is kind of an interesting little foray, let's say, into that. Alrighty, let's scan. Back to our rifle. Out, I can't count, and I actually did have 10. This is 5, and there's another 5. I just am silly and apparently don't know how to count. So yeah, let's go. I'm gonna try to shoot at the metal target now. I'm gonna remove one of the bins and I'm gonna do it seated. Okay, I am back at my station. I have loaded up. I'm gonna shoot a few more rounds at the paper, and then yeah. Something else I realized about this, which is actually really good, is that it's really helpful for practicing loading rounds in on the clock, and then firing them, which is something that, like, yes, you can do with snap caps, but it's also way more fun to do it this way, because then you get to shoot something. And it's a lot more cheaper than going to the range and doing it, which you should practice at the range as well, but again, it's cheaper, and it's one of those parts of practicing that, like, yes, you can do it with snap caps, but I think it's more fun this way, personally. But again, it's not a replacement, it's an addition to get more practice in. So yes, I'm doing this in the weirdest position possible. You'll deal with it. Hey! Knocked over the one I wanted to. Hey! Alright, that's 2 in a row. 3 in a row. 4 in a row. Let's see if I can do 5. Oh, good. Alright, that's empty. Let's go see what's happening downrange. Okay, so I made multiple hits on this. It just doesn't fall as easily. Oh, okay. I'm going to show y'all what happened. See here? There's 5 hits on that one. So I was making those hits, it just wasn't falling. But that is good to know that I made those hits. And I'm still hitting, like, slightly low and slightly right. That's me. That's kind of funny. Maybe I'll just zero the gun to that. But yeah, here are my other hits where these ones fell. Again, I'm hitting right and low slightly. Okay, so overall, do I like this? Yes. Do I think it is is a lot nicer than my other you know, my Airsoft CZ? Yes. Like it's metal. It's actually really nice. It runs. Do I like the instructions? No, they were confusing as fuck. Do I have some issues with it? Yes. Do I want to zero it better? Yes. Do I think it will be helpful practice? Yes. Would I use this in like a LARP or something? 100%. Is it a more cost-effective way for me to get the fun of shooting sometimes? Or, you know, a location effective thing that I can just do from home whenever I have the feeling? Yeah. I really enjoyed this. It's, you know, nice. It's definitely different than what I, you know, think of as an air rifle. Definitely would want to have more practice with it. But I definitely think I will incorporate this into my routine more. I think it is definitely something that can give me the ability to do, you know, it's not exactly the same as shooting a gun, but it has its upsides that, you know, just dry fire can't give me. And in a big part of that is it's a lot more like shooting a real gun, and it's a lot more fun because of that, which to me is a big barrier to entry. So I definitely like this. I give it approval. All right, that's it. Bye.